Madness is set to captivate the nation, a celebration of ability, drive, and the unknown. And Arizona is tournament bound for the fourth time under Tommy Lloyd.
Tucson's built for it. It's not a sexy place all the time, and you know what? And you know, we're used to being gritty and fighting for it, and this team has represented that.
It's a team that started the year just 4-5 and needed to have a strong conference season.
And I think that desperation served us well. When we're at our best, it's part of our DNA.
Caleb Love and the Wildcats would win 13 of 14 games. Now they head into the NCAA Tournament, Big 12 battle tested.
You know, there's no reason for us to let our guards down and think we've arrived, because we haven't.
It's Arizona basketball chasing the championship next. And welcome to Chasing the Championship, our NCAA March Madness streaming special. I'm KGUN9's Jason Barr. Next, my colleagues and I will help get you ready for the upcoming NCAA tournament as the Wildcats will try to find themselves in San Antonio. The Wildcats had their annual selection show at Union Public House. They are a number 4 seed in the East and will play Akron, the 2-time defending MAC champions, in the round of 64. The game is Friday in Seattle. The Zips are coached by John Gross.
He's a well-respected coach. He's done a great job. I mean, just looking at their stats, looks like they get up and down, they shoot the three, and you know, I know he's always been a creative coach, so you know, I'm excited to take a look at him.
The MAC conference is such a good mid-major conference. Actually, I haven't played them when I was at Oakland, but we played a handful of MAC schools. You know, they're hardworking teams, very talented. Last year they had a superstar player who ended up being drafted, so they're known for having a lot of talent. So it'll be a good game. You know, I'm excited to just play in March Madness again.
For us to go in as a 4 seed, I mean, what have we been? Our 4 years, a 1, 2, 2, 4. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not good at math, but I think that's about you know, average of just a little over 2. You know, so we're right there. We're right there. Now, you know what? You got to go win games, and you got to take advantage of these opportunities.
All right, I'm joined now by Pat Paris, my co-host on The Huddle and also the main anchor on KGUN9. Pat, initial thoughts when you see the Wildcats get a 4 seed going to face Akron in Seattle?
Well, I was happy with the 4 seed. I thought the wins over both Texas Tech and you know, getting to the Big 12 championship game against Houston and playing them to the last 2 minutes as tough as it did, they deserved a 4 seed. I think the matchup against Akron, you know, who knows? I really like the fact that you're playing a mid-major, you're the 4 seed, you've got that opportunity now to carry on the momentum that this team seems to have found over the last week or so.
Yeah, you look at Akron, a team that scored 100 points recently.
Yeah.
You say, oh, well, that might be terrifying, but it means they're not going to slow it down against Arizona, right? Looks like they're led by a couple of guys named Johnson. So the Johnson and Johnson.
We don't mind getting in a track meet with this team, and we know Arizona's one of the best scoring teams in the country. They're also one of the best fast break teams in the country. And whatever issues we saw them giving up 100 points to ASU and the BYU 90 whatever points, it does appear like they've kind of fixed some of those issues. They played defensively terrifically in Kansas City in the Big 12 tournament.
All right, so the team, of course, is not going to look past Akron, but we can, right? And that would set up a second-round matchup potentially against Oregon, which would be a Pac-12 rematch.
Yeah, and you wonder.
You don't think this Oregon team's as good this year as
I
last year?
don't think that this Oregon team's all that good, but you know what? You know, in a lot of ways, what happened to them is what happened to Arizona. They got a little scuffle early on in the season. They weren't really looked at as being all that good. But because of that brutal Big Ten schedule, just like the brutal Big 12 schedule, you saw an improvement with the Oregon Ducks. And now you look at that matchup and you say, well, this might be a great matchup. And you know the committee was just saying, somewhere we need to find an old Pac-12 rivalry matchup that we can put in here with the new conference alignment, and they found it in this one.
Except the games are going to be in Seattle, so that could be a little bit of an advantage for Oregon, which is a school that travels well. We've seen that.
It certainly could be, and this school travels well as well. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Seattle is going to be obviously a place where Oregon is going to travel better, but Arizona will travel well. And what also travels well, Jason, is the toughness that this team now seems to have, and that toughness means they're not going to back down to anybody. They're not going to be the shy team or the team that's struggling. I think they have some confidence now, well-deserved, and I think that tough style of basketball will serve them well.
All right, so it's going to be Arizona and Akron in the round of 64. First time that the Wildcats have played a Friday round game in a while, but that's going to be the situation here this year. Caleb Love is not only Arizona's leading scorer, he's often asked to defend the opposing team's top scorer. On defense, Love can be physical, but he also has quick hands and the ability to jump passing lanes. With the emphasis on his scoring, Love's D can be an overlooked part of his game.
We take pride on that end, and for me, taking pride in, guarding either the best player, best shooter, whatever the case may be, I'm going to definitely take pride in that. And, if that's what I got to do to, contribute to winning, and if that's what's going to help us, get to where we want to get to, then I'm all for it.
Love is known for being a streaky shooter, so he's doing his best to get his teammates involved, making sure it's not as Love goes, so goes Arizona.
My teammates, they know how to make plays, and I could put them in position to make plays as well, without just me scoring. I could put them in position by getting them ball where they want it in their spots. And I think that gives them confidence too, because them knowing that, regardless of my scoring, I'm definitely going to find them on the offensive end, and then I'm going to go get a stop on the defensive end as well.
Caleb Love has dealt with his share of fan criticism over the years. He also hears it from opposing fans during road games.
I have feelings, but at the same time, I got brothers with me that's behind me, and I got coaches that believe in me, and I believe in myself. So I think I just, learned to, have thicker skin and just try to come in every day and be the best version of myself, and let the chips fall where they fall.
JB's been great. He's become a consummate point guard, and the cool thing about him is he's really settled in. He's great in high-level games. He's very trustworthy, and the cool thing about him is there's still room to grow. I know there is, because I'm with him every day. So, I love JB. You talk about no drama, no issues, no nothing. That's that kid, and that's valuable. And so I appreciate him being one of the leaders of our team.
Referees enforce the rules and maintain a safe environment. And the NCAA's top ref is Tucson's Chris Rastatter. It's an hour before game time in the regular season finale, and a man with a March Madness zip-up takes his seat at McHale Center.
Trying to find the talent and promote and develop that talent.
Except he's not referring to any of the players. Tucson's Chris Rastatter began refereeing basketball when a rec league ref didn't show up.
The guy running the league said, "Hey, you want to referee a game?" So I said, "Sure."
Rastatter, a Rincon High School and University of Arizona graduate, would work his way up through the referee ranks.
You put in the work and you put in the time, and then when it pays off, man.
Rastatter became a Pac-12 conference referee.
The great thing about when you get to this level is working in arenas like this. It's such a rush to be on the floor with 14,000 people hollering at you.
Rastatter would go on to work 19 consecutive NCAA tournaments. And when the NCAA coordinator of officials job opened up,
That was a special day.
Rastatter moved into his current role.
Oh, it's an honor. I mean, it's a great position. I love my job. I love working with the NCAA.
It's his job to evaluate the one referee and two umpires who officiate men's college basketball games.
We talked about physical skill set, communication skills, comportment, how you carry yourself, your personality, how you interact with players, coaches, table, things of that nature. Then we have intangibles that we evaluate referees on, rules knowledge. Situations come up, how do they handle that situation?
It's safe to say Rastatter is looking at this game differently than anyone else here in the arena.
Sit and watch, you really see the interaction and how the referee is dealing with all those things, how a veteran referee is dealing with a rookie, or how a rookie deals with a coach. All these little things you get in person.
Rastatter then must select the best officials for the NCAA tournament.
I look at officials like athletes. You got to be mentally strong to be a referee, but you also have to be humble. Got to be a good communicator. You got to have a good work ethic.
And you've got to have thick skin. Referees may wear zebra stripes, but they are human.
It's part of the game, man. It's the beauty of it.
And they will miss a call.
There's not a referee that wants to miss a call. Don't think for a second. They're trying to get them all right. And when they miss, it hurts.
And that's not the only thing that happens when they miss a call.
What goes through your head when you see a coach and a referee going at it a little bit?
Oh, I enjoy that, man.
Really?
It's a lot easier from up here than it is from down there, I can tell you that. Oh, here comes Bobby. He's coming. I know he's coming at me on this one, right? My motivation is a little bit different than his motivation. And his coming at me is not a personal thing.
Chris Rastatter's motivation now is to do his part to improve college basketball officiating.
I'm a teacher, right? I'm an educator. Our whole goal, our whole mission is to make the game better. What can I do in my job every day as national coordinator to make basketball a better game?
I did my ancestry DNA test.
Felipe Esparza, live.
Big mistake, man.
At My Leisure World Tour.
They opened up another child support case on me.
Saturday, June 21st. Diamond Center at Desert Diamond Casino, Sahuarita. Felipe Esparza.
I thought I was done not knowing my kids.
Tickets on sale now at the Reward Center or at etix.com. For more, visit felipesworld.com. Don't miss Felipe Esparza.
I'm Erin Patterson. In a shaky start to Arizona's basketball season, something needed to change. That's when sophomore guard KJ Lewis stepped up by taking a step back to his old role as the sixth man.
That was right after the Bahamas. You know, everybody knows how the season started.
Starting the season 3-3, losing to Duke, Wisconsin, and Oklahoma, uncertainty is all that surrounded Arizona.
Everybody has doubts, you know. You lose a couple games, even some of us have doubts, but we knew if we stuck with it, stuck together, we were gonna, you know, come out on the other side.
To do that, Lewis went to head coach Tommy Lloyd.
KJ came to me the past couple days and, you know, asked if I would be open to him not starting. You know, it was his idea.
When choosing to come off the bench instead of starting, it wasn't just Lloyd and his team Lewis relied on.
All the guys have been solid for me and been there for me, but ultimately, regardless of the team, it's probably been my mom.
How often do you talk to your mom?
It's every day, yeah, everyday thing. In the morning, after practice, at night, yeah, before games, after games.
Is there a consistent thing that she would say to you before a game?
She says when I'm playing free, I play my best basketball, so just trying to go out there and play as free as I can.
If there is a game this season that you'd have to say you played your freest, which game would it be?
Probably West Virginia. In
the 75-56 win, Lewis scoring his career-high 21 points, avenging the Wildcats' loss to the Mountaineers in the Bahamas.
I'm really proud of KJ, and you know, you make a selfless decision. You make we call in our program an us decision. You make a decision for the greater good. You don't always get rewarded.
I want to win. That's what I want to do, and I think, you know, what I did was, you know, best for the team at the time, and ultimately we got some wins under our belt.
Following his choice, Arizona went 8-2, going on a season-high 7-game win streak.
The C has come out of it, put ourselves back on the map, and everybody knows we're a dangerous team when we get hot.
The Wildcats put themselves back on the map while crisscrossing the country during Big 12 play. Passing the time, playing the iPhone version of Crazy Eights.
We play everywhere we go when we're on the road. Like, we play at dinner, we play at literally everywhere.
Who do you think is the best player?
I'm going to say myself.
Not you.
Not me? No, I can't say. Because if they see this and they hear what I said, they're going to get a big head and they're going to be talking. So I can't say. I'm going to just keep it at me. Nobody else but me.
Lewis will have plenty of time to defend his crown as the Wildcats hit the road for March Madness. The 4 seed in the East region takes on Akron in round 1.
You got to, you know, bring your A game night in and night out. Each team's going to fight to the end of the game. And, you know, I think we got to carry that mentality going into March.
In just 1 year, Arizona's athletic director, Desiree Reed-Francois, has become a major player nationally. She's part of a 10-team transition team charged with creating a new path forward in college athletics. She recently talked with me for the very first time about her role in a one-on-one interview with the Jim Click Hall of Champions.
We're in the largest transformation in college sports history.
Desiree Reed-Francois is referencing major changes coming to the way college athletes are paid. She's one of 10 athletic directors, 2 from each of the Power 5 conferences, working on the House Implementation Committee. They're charged with creating new rules and enforcement of a landmark $2.8 billion antitrust settlement.
It's been wonderful because I can help be a part of it and be a part of that, hopefully be a part of that solution, but also ensure that the University of Arizona is well positioned for the future.
That future likely begins April 7th when the judge is expected to finalize the House settlement. The new rules created by Reed-Francois and the House Implementation Committee will take effect on July 1st.
With the House settlement, we're going to have a period of adjustment, but then we have a framework, and that's what we're all looking for is a pathway forward, and that's what this settlement provides.
The NCAA says the settlement will continue to give student athletes opportunities to benefit from name, image, and likeness, and will establish a robust system of oversight and controls to ensure fair competition and protect the integrity of collegiate athletics and the best interest of student athletes, participating institutions, and fans.
This should help level the playing field. Is that the idea?
Absolutely. This provides us with a framework. It provides us with a protocol, a set of rules, and the University of Arizona is a very special place.
Yeah.
I'm a proud 1997 graduate. And I remember our championships in 1997 with Coach Candrea and, of course, the national championship basketball program. But also the University of Arizona Athletic Department, we represent $266 million in economic impact. Our city and our region depends on us being successful, and we will. This is a high priority for us. We have a plan, and we will, well, we're going to continue to adjust. We are going to be very aggressive. We're going to be great stewards of our resources, and we're going to be fair.
NIL.
As Reed Francois helps work on the future of NIL and college athletics, she recently reached her one-year anniversary at Arizona. She tells me she's been able to assemble her team to meet the challenges of the current climate while anticipating the future.
So we had to, almost on parallel tracks, provide the stability, build the foundation, build the team and that respective culture that Tucson deserves, and then also get prepared for House and that implementation of revenue share.
Scotty McCreery. Scotty McCreery live Friday, April 25th at Desert Diamond Casino's Diamond Center. Tickets available through Desert Diamond Casino box office or on etic.com. Scotty McCreery live at Desert Diamond Casino's Diamond Center Friday, April 25th. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8.
An enterprise of the Thana Autumn Nation.
Each year, the University of Arizona honors Banner Diamond Children's prom king and queen during a home game. KGUN9's Maria Stobbs introduces us to prom king Billy Cronin and his inspiring basketball journey.
This year's Banner Diamond Children's Medical Center prom royalty.
14-year-old Billy Cronin at half court at McHale Center as he's crowned prom king of Banner Diamond Children's Hospital.
It's amazing because I get to see all the basketball players. I get to talk to them.
A basketball player himself, it was news no teenager is prepared to hear. Last year, Billy was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, a kind of bone cancer, sidelining him from the sport he loves.
My basketball, it's been done since then.
The diagnosis leading to the amputation of his lower leg.
They kind of ruined my dreams to play in the NBA, so it kind of destroyed me.
A dream he was working toward, even attending last summer's Arizona's men's basketball camp, led by Coach Tommy Lloyd.
The more I get into Tucson, the more I'm learning about all the amazing programs and community.
On this night, Billy is watching Arizona play Utah, wishing he could still dribble and score.
Just the thought of playing basketball again is it's like the only thing getting me through this.
But that thought could become reality as he and his family work toward getting him a prosthetic leg after he finishes his treatments.
Once he gets a prosthetic, we'll get him back on the court, get him shooting again. If anyone can do it, well, the little guy can do it.
With the prosthetic, even just a walking, I'll be able to go to maybe YMCA and just shoot.
Now Billy has his sights set on stepping on the court at Canyon del Oro High School, where he already has a spot on the freshman team.
I think we might see some miraculous things, to be quite honest with you.
Coach Hank Bias says it was a no-brainer to bring Billy on after watching him play with CDO's team last year.
We knew right away this guy's going to be a really good player.
Playing with my best friend Jack and playing with his older brother Henry on the team, yeah, it was amazing.
And now Henry and his other varsity teammates are ready to welcome him aboard.
I feel like in his own way he'll make a big impact to us, inspiring us to keep playing, trying harder, even when the season's going to get hard next year, just to keep us going. And I feel like he's going to be a really good brother to us while we play.
That's really special stuff, and that really, really touches my heart. So good for Billy, and that's awesome. And you know, he's probably a little bit too old to come to camp now.
But he is hoping to work his way to varsity.
That's my one goal.
Billy still undergoes treatments and his condition is closely monitored. His basketball journey, inspiring, and he has this message to anyone dealing with adversity.
keep your head up. I mean, you're going to get through it.
All right, that's a wrap for Chasing the Championship. For all of us here at KGUN 9, I'm Jason Barr. Thanks for watching. Maybe we'll see you in San Antonio.